This is the level of insecurity in the Yagaba West. We are going to Kwara State. We need to charter these soldiers to follow us because they are spraying gun yesterday here in the headquarters of Yagaba West. Odore sporadically. They even kidnap somebody. So that's why we decided to pay these people and to escort us to where we are going, because the way Nigeria is going now, we don't even understand. We are here in our hometown, scared of what will happen. Can't you see where Nigeria is going? God will save us. Governor Ododo, come and save us in Kogi West. See what is happening.
So this is going to be sustained, and this is going to be taken to every enclave of the bandits or kidnapping gangs, gun runners, or terrorists. So this is just the beginning. We'll sustain it in Kogi, we'll sustain it in Kwara, and we'll also take it to every other area where this is needed.
I've seen this happen in Kogi, and this for the Nigerian police is a success, right? What do we have a body count? Do we have data to how many of these have been neutralized?
Welcome to Security Brief Nigeria. Please, if you are new here, kindly subscribe to our channel. The headlines: Bandits beg for talks as Kogi intensifies bombardment. Using technology, raids force criminals to surrender. Pressure, not dialogue. Why bandits are reaching out in Kogi. The revelation by the Kogi State government that bandits are quietly reaching out for negotiations marks a critical moment in the state evolving security campaign, not because talks are imminent, but because it signals that sustained military pressure is beginning to bite. According to the state security advisor, retired Commander Jerry Omodara, the outreach from criminal elements followed months of intensified operations, including aerial bombardment, targeted raids on forest hideouts, and the demolitions of structures linked to criminal activities. In asymmetric warfare, such signals are often interpreted as signs of operational stress, when armed groups begin searching for exits rather than expansion. Let's look at the force as average, not concession. Notably, the Ododo administration has drawn a firm line: no negotiation with criminals. And already, the Minister of Defense, Christopher Musa, has also confirmed that Nigeria will not negotiate with any terrorists or bandits again. So, the state position mirrors a hardline security doctrine increasingly favored by authorities who argue that negotiations embolden armed groups and undermine deterrence. The irony, however, is instructive. Even without offering talks, the government's aggressive posture appears to be achieving what dialogue often seeks, which is disarmament through pressure. Bandits reaching out are effectively acknowledging that their operational environment has become hostile and unsustainable. Let's look at the technology changes to the battlefield, because use of technologies like drones and many other techs to track a location of all these bandits is a very major blow to bandits. So central to this shift is the state embrace of technology-driven security operation. While details remain classified, Omodara's comments suggest improved surveillance, intelligence fusion, and real-time response capabilities deployed over the past 2 years. In modern internal security conflicts, technology often breaks the advantage insurgents gain from terrain. Forests that once served as safe haven becomes liabilities when monitored, mapped, and struck with precision. The government assertion that technology has enabled it to outsmart criminals reflects a broader national trend when intelligence-led operations outperform reactive patrols. Let's look at the logistics and local support networks under fire. Beyond kinetic operation, the Kogi government has targeted the logistical ecosystem of banditry. The provision of Hilux vans, Sienna vehicles, and motorcycles to the army, police, vigilantes, and other security outfits addresses the long-standing weakness, mobility. Equally significant is the government public acknowledgement of local collaborators, a critical factor often ignored in public discourse. By identifying and persecuting enablers within communities, the state is attempting to choke the intelligence, food supply, and shelter network that sustain criminal groups so as to withstand and be fighting. So when you cut up all these lines, they will not be able to survive again. It's either you lay arms like what I have posted recently in my previous video of 18 Akpabuyo militants surrendering their arms here so that the people of the state to see 80 militants in Cross River State already have surrendered theirs. So why won't Kogi people come out in large number that they have repented? Those terrorists, they can repent. If they repent, they will know how to position them or to eliminate them as well. No more negotiation. This approach reflects a more mature understanding of internal security. Banditry does not survive is in isolation. They cannot. They will never. They will never survive in isolation. It drives on local complicity. Let's look at the controversial but strategic policy shift. Perhaps the most controversial proposal is a plan, legislature, or legislation banning habitations in forests, effectively criminalizing permanent life outside recognized settlements. While human rights concerns may arise, security experts argue that unregulated forest settlements have become staging ground for criminal activities across Nigeria. If carefully implemented with forest guard, such legislation could reshape the operating environment, forcing criminals into spaces where they are easier to monitor and intercept. Let's look at vigilantes and the manpower surge. The recruitment of over 3,000 vigilantes operatives into the state workforce underscore a growing reliance on community-based security. When properly regulated and integrated into joint task force operation, vigilantes can provide local intelligence that conventionally forces often lacks. Recently, Joint Task Force raided that reported neutralized several bandits further reinforce the perception that the balance of initiative has shifted from criminal dictating the tempo to security forces setting the agenda. Let's look at the safe states or strategic confidence. Omodaras claims that Kogi remain the safest states in North Central region is both a reassurance and a strategic message. While insecurity persists, the government is projecting confidence, a psychological tools aimed at discouraging criminal infiltration and reassuring resistance or residents and the investors to stay. What I have to say in conclusion is not by talking that it's the safest place. That would have been before, but now they see panic in the States, from my own opinion. Because Kwara, I could remember I was at Kwara some months ago. The place was safe. That was last year. As of, let me say, that was 2025. Yeah, 2025. It was safe up to some certain extent that the states start having this kind of issues. Now, some of them are fleeing to Kogi. So Kogi also is also facing the same crisis. So we must to cop out or wipe out all these people so that the people, the farmers can go to their farm and cultivate. Some have even planted the farm, and the farm, everything has come to maturity, yet you cannot harvest them. So in conclusion, the outreach by bandit in Kogi is based is less a peace overture and more a signal of pressure. It suggests that sustained intelligence-driven operation backed by political will, technology, and local enforcement are narrowing the space in which armed groups can operate. Yes, it is very, very sad. Whether this momentum leads to lasting peace will depend on consistency, accountability, and the ability to prevent displaced criminal elements from simply relocating elsewhere. For now, Kogi's message is clear. The forest is no longer a safe haven, and surrender is becoming the only option left, just like what they have just done here in the Akpabio local government. That was 2 days ago. I just uploaded the video recently. How 80 militants from different camps coming out together so as to lay down arms and surrender. Because all these routes of food coming to you and armored section, they have been blocked. So you have to surrender, no option. Thank you very much. That's my own opinion. Please kindly do us a massive favor by subscribing to our channel. In return, you'll be receiving our news notification. And if you find this video interesting, please share this video. And if you have any opinion, you can drop your opinion in the comment section and we will do well to reply to your comment as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. See you in our next video. Bye for now.